That didn't work. I'm in. I inspected your storage trunk.
Congratulations! Then you can inform the Horde that my laundry is in order.
You know exactly what I found in the trunk. Why would a cleric have a set of outlaws' clothing?
Part of our job here is reconnaissance, and sometimes a disguise comes in handy. Can you understand that?
I'll let the clerics and the Horde decide that.
That's all you want? Yes, I'm an outlaw, but I'm not an idiot. Look, all I'm doing is dealing a few chems. Nobody gets hurt. The clerics want this stuff. And if you let me keep going, I will give you 1/10 of my earnings.
Do you really want to associate yourself with a chem dealer?
Risk? Who's at risk? No one has yet come close to catching me, until now.
And risk yourself in the Horde?
We're not making any deal. Get your stuff and get out of Igniton.
Just like that? No chance. I'll get you.
Get something to drink first.
How many people have we lost?
If even half of that is true,
about the ELEX smuggling. The chem smuggling is over.
And so, who was behind this?
An outlaw. Karsten was behind everything. But you don't need to worry about him.
He's dead. Then Kalan has seen justice. But how was an outlaw able to do business inside the Horde?
He infiltrated the outpost. People thought he was a cleric, so he was able to continue his business in secret.
Well, that's gonna take some further discussion with the legates. You can't let anyone else get in the same way. Thank you for your help. But, very well. let's say this matter is closed. And I will tell the necessary authorities the service you've done for me.
Thanks.
I thank you. That will be all. Dismissed.
Those converters, the lives they've destroyed, and for what?
Who gave you the right to decide the fate of our prisoner? His soul was tortured, but it could have been saved. The Horde demands more soldiers. We must show mercy, for Kalan needs every soul who will serve if we are to hold back these Albs. Compensation must be paid, so we can make good the loss you have caused us. That at least will mean we can attract new initiates. This matter is closed.
I can live with that.
Good. Anything else would be foolish of you.
Here, the report from the Southern Outpost.
So, they've got you playing messenger.
I ran up expenses on this job. I'll need those paying back.
This job wasn't supposed to involve expenses. But if they were incurred, they should be paid.
All that technology, and yet they build such ugly buildings.
Karsten was an outlaw. He was smuggling ELEX into the Horde from here.
He was? Not seeing that doesn't put my leadership in a good light. I didn't exactly keep an eye on him. I was just happy another man had been sent to assist. My negligence could have cost me my head. But you have saved me from that fate. Thank you. From me and from the others you have saved.
I delivered your report to Balder.
You have my thanks. Hopefully now they'll understand what's happening with the outlaws, and that we need help. Kalan's thanks are one thing, but I know ELEX speaks for him too. And the insurance you gave me.
The survival.
prison for water. Even in the old world, they tortured and changed nature.
Shit! Shit! Start the shutdown! We're gonna get an overload! Automatic deactivation underway. I'll have to get out there myself to make sure everything's okay. Ugh, fuck. I really thought we had it that time. What the hell went wrong?
No. No. Too easy.
Systems are running as optimal. All we need now is the power. Ugh, good work. Let's get to headquarters now. We'll leave the rest to the auto systems. Let's see what this will do. If we can get this shielding technology to work, we're one big step forward.
You won't get away with that. get away with that. Let's do this! Not good. Not good at all.
I'm in.
Thanks for being there. Could have gone badly. Look out! bad feeling about this place.
Even great men fall when the power of ELEX is taken from them.
Zardom, once trusted advisor to the first Elexiter. And now here you are, out of Zakor, separated from the ELEX that gave you your powers.
I spent many weeks in fever, haunted by visions as the ELEX that had sustained me slowly drained away. But in the end, I have been able to find a way to live with it. Despite the withdrawal, Jax, I am all that I was. But you, Commander, your appearance tells me it's not going well for you. Has the transition to emotion, to free thinking, unsettled the great Commander Jax?
Don't worry about me. I can handle this.
Then tell me about your situation.
I don't have any reason to trust you.
We are both renegades now, cast out and hunted by our own people. We need to trust each other.
Perhaps. My raider was shot down. Calyx declared that I had failed my mission for the directive, and so must be executed. But I still live, and I am searching for the truth of what happened to me. I hope you can help me discover what that truth is.
You want my help with that? And what exactly is it that you think I can do?
I need weapons, and a way to improve my fighting strength.
ELEX withdrawal has made both of us weak. You will need to spend your time and your strength wisely.
Judicator Ulbricht is looking for an experienced field commander to lead his troops against the Albs in Ignadon.
Then you must find someone from among the free peoples. The clerics will never follow an Alb.
Help me reach the Ice Palace.
You know unauthorized access to the palace is impossible. Without the correct codes, you won't get past the first defensive wall. The automated defenses will kill you before you get close.
Then I will give you the access codes.
From who? Any Alb who identifies you as a renegade will attack you immediately. How will you get the access codes without fighting our own people?
I will have to find another way to get the codes.
That should be the last of your worries. You have other things to achieve first. However, the fact remains that you will need to lure soldiers from their positions in Zakor. Soldiers who are sent into the lands of the free people rarely carry the codes to the inner areas of the Ice Palace. But then you know that better than I do, Commander. The security of the Ice Palace matters greatly to the Albs.
What would make the troops leave Zakor?
The directive, the great plan, and the highest goal of all Albs. ELEX must continue to be extracted. They will only leave their fortifications in great numbers if something interferes with the directive.
And the only way I can think of to stop the flow of ELEX into the Ice Palace is to destroy or deactivate the converters.
That makes sense.
The converters are heavily guarded.
I would expect so. But the influence of the Albs is not as strong as it once was in the lands of the free people. Losses have been high, and the free people have become more organized. at least within their factions. Some converters have maintenance issues or have been shut down, like the one in Edan. But none of that is helpful as long as enough ELEX is still reaching the Ice Palace.
Why were you exiled? You were an Alexitor, the highest rank and honor amongst our people, and yet you left Zakor. Why?
Tarek, the first Alexitor, is following a course with the other Alexitors that I cannot. His mind is clouded. He cannot see the bigger picture clearly anymore.
And what is the bigger picture?
You have spent enough time away from Zakor. You must see the directive with different eyes now. But I put myself into exile so that I wouldn't have to discuss such things. Maybe one day the time to speak will come, but that is not today. I have found my place out here, and I will keep my peace.
You did well.
You cooperate with the Free People?
With some. They judge you for your deeds as an Alexitor.
They fear you?
Yes. As I said, it was difficult at the beginning. There were some who recognized me. But I have kept my identity from most. I want to live in peace here.
Tell me more about your past at the Ice Palace.
I already told you. I have left that past behind me.
You can't deceive me. You want to take power in the Ice Palace.
What makes you believe that?
The Separatist leader Sestak told me. So what is it that you want? Are you planning war against the hybrid?
And you believe Sestak?
He didn't give me a reason to doubt his words. I trust him.
And how am I supposed to wage war? One alb against Zakor? All I would gain is my own death. I have my new life here. That is what matters now.
It's obvious that you are hiding something. You are more powerful than you appear. You speak of ELEX withdrawal and the doubt that plagues you, but none of that fits your appearance, your confidence, or your character. So drop the lie. We both know the truth, Zardom. You didn't stop consuming ELEX when you left Zakor. You found yourself a source somewhere, and you have kept your strength. You can still cast magic.
I'm not the one pretending to be something I'm not, Commander.
What are you really doing out here, Zardom?
And what is it that you want, Jax? We all must find our own path as this world changes.
So you do want to challenge the hybrid?
Challenge? You say that as if it's unthinkable for an alb.
You called for me?
The time is coming. We are close to achieving our evolution. But our enemy is close to completing his work as well. Find Thorold, discover his secrets. I must know what he intends before he dies.
We should go. It's dangerous here.
You may have lived your life in thrall to that machine, but the Albs existed before the hybrid took control. When the Albs searched for an identity, it was the hybrid that gave it to them. He gave us all worth through war.
Don't pretend you want peace, Zardom. That I won't believe.
The hybrid's last orders to you were to kill Thorold the Pilgrim, leader of the Berserkers, yes? But did he tell you why he ordered that?
And who should rule the Alps? You? It seems many in Zakor are beginning to question the hybrid's rule. But none have given me answers. None have said what the hybrid's plan is, or how they think they can better it. What is it we've fought for, Zardom? Don't you at least want to know that?
While First Alexitor Tarek follows blindly, I want answers. But I tell you, the hybrid won't give them to you. He only wants power for himself, and it will be the ruin of our people.
Ruin? Why not victory?
You know the directive requires all ELEX must be delivered to the hybrid. He says he must reach the peak of evolution perfection to secure the future of our people. But what will be left of our world at the end of this war for ELEX? All ELEX means exactly that, all the ELEX on Magalan. But do you think that the hybrid will ever be satisfied? What will happen when it has consumed all the ELEX on Magalan? What then, Jax?
So you think the hybrid is lying? That it has a different goal for the directive?
I don't question his goal. I question our place in it. Do you believe that when the hybrid evolves, the Albs will serve at his side? After it has kept the truth and power for so long that its drive for ELEX will just stop? No, Jax. After we have exploited the lands of the free people, the hybrid will only have one source of ELEX left. Us. The first Alexator, Tarek, is too blinded by the hybrid's promises to see that. But I know that once he is done with the rest of this world, the hybrid will extract the remaining ELEX from us. He will feed his evolution.
If you want war, then where is your army? You were revered in the Ice Palace. How many Albs still follow you?
None. My soldiers stayed in Zekor. Such is the power of ELEX. Such is the power of the hybrid. It takes those with will to see the truth. But I'm not without power. I do have a force that is loyal to me. I have the strength to return to Zekor, to strike at the hybrid.
If it isn't in Zekor, then where are these soldiers?
I have told you my aims. I have told you that I have the resources to achieve them. For now, I will concentrate on building resources here in the lands of the free people. If you will play your part in the struggle that is to come, then I will tell you this. There is a camp in the mountains between Edan, Abessa, and Tavar. The people there are independent and fight for their own cause. They are a force waiting for a leader. You should seek them out. Perhaps there you can find what I have, a base of operations. Perhaps then you will see what I mean more clearly.
You claim you are doing this for the Albs, but then you're prepared to kill them for your own cause?
It is a sacrifice that is painful to all. But the hybrid has blinded many of our brothers. There is no way to free all Albs. But with the blood of those who serve the hybrid, those lives will save others. But you will need to decide who you will back soon. The hybrid has sent a force of combat mechs and soldiers to advance inland into northern Abessa. This force must be stopped. Otherwise, they will tip the balance of power in Abessa in favor of the hybrid.
So, will you admit that you have kept the powers ELEX gives you?
If you think I can acquire enough ELEX to maintain my own strength, you are mistaken. Yes, I continue to consume ELEX, pure ELEX, but I have only enough to reduce the impact of withdrawal. If you are looking for magic outside Zekor, then you will have to look to the Berserkers of Edan.
Is Berserker magic as strong as the Albs magic?
Some of them are very effective. Their mana has allowed the magic of Edan to evolve a lot of power. I heard of a mage in the domed city with the power to fight an Alexator. And as a berserker living beyond the borders of Edan, she might have a more open ear than those living under berserker law every day.
How do you plan to attack Zekor?
The only thing that would drive the hybrid soldiers from the Ice Palace is to stop the flow of ELEX. The converter in northern Abessa is strategically important. If we could shut it down, that would show the Albs the limits of the hybrid's power. It would give us a chance to persuade others of our cause.
Are you allied with the Free People?
Our cause in defeating the hybrid matches theirs, but I will do nothing to endanger the future of the Albs. Each of the factions has their own motives which could prove dangerous to our people. I heard that the Duke of Tavar is constructing a bomb that is so destructive it could destroy a city. What we don't know is his target, or how an outlaw has put together the technology capable of this.
What if the Elexitors and Zakor learn of your plans?
Sooner or later, the Elexitors track down every Alb outcast. The question is whether or not we can survive until we are strong enough to be able to defend ourselves.
Do you think you have the strength to fight an Elexitor?
No, not at present. And you should know that an Elexitor has been seen near the domed city. I think he has picked up your tracks.
How do you know that?
You've hardly been discreet. But he only has suspicions that you survived. He has no proof for now. I would suggest you take care of him before he learns you really are alive. If the Elexitors were to discover that you live, then they would concentrate their powers against you. Now you know my thoughts. And it is time for you to tell me your plans. What is it that you want?
I want the person who got me into this situation. I want Calyx.
For what? Revenge? Your brother doesn't want anything to do with you. He sees you as a traitor. He will kill you the first chance he gets.
I won't rest until he's lying dead before me.
And how will you get close enough to speak to him? He is protected by a whole unit of soldiers in combat mechs.
I will find a way.
Well, maybe I can help you, Jax. Support me in my cause, and I will make sure that you reach Calyx.
You think you can do that?
Yes. And you know I am your best option. I recommend that you take my offer.
You will have my support, but you will have to deliver Calyx.
Then help me achieve the things I need to turn the balance of power back in our favor. Help me shut down those converters and make the preparations you need to. Do that, and I will tell you how you can lure Calyx to you. For my part, I will order my forces to infiltrate Zakor. I want a better idea of what is happening in the Ice Palace and the readiness of its defense systems. I will see you back here once you have completed your tasks.
I have recruited a powerful mage from amongst the Berserkers. Her name is Kaya.
Good. And were you able to win her over to our cause?
She wouldn't have come here otherwise.
So, this is her. Well, I hope the stories of her powers are true.
The Berserker mage Kaya will help us.
So, you are the powerful mage I have heard of.
Do you want a demonstration?
No. Jax's word is enough to vouch for you. We will need to call upon you when we face the Elexitors. You have made progress, but there are still things to be done. I will be here waiting for you once you have completed the tasks.
We should go. It's dangerous here. Let's do this!
You won't need this anymore.
We don't tolerate criminals.